welcome to We Just Wanna. I'm Carol,
I'm Liana.
And I'm Donna.
and this is episode 2. Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop.
How do you guys feel? Our first episode just came out today. That's crazy.
I mean, by
Yeah.
the time people listen to this one, it's already been probably a week since we last did it. But definitely, like, the new jitters is kind of like coming in.
Exactly. I was really excited. Low key was feeling a bit anxious about how people were responding to it, but thank you so much to our friends who just offered support and listened to the podcast and just kind of like gassed us up. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited too because, like, even before we released our first episode this morning, like, people were commenting on our Instagram, like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait!" Or like, they were like commenting and like started following us, which is like pretty cool and surreal. I don't know how many followers we have now, but we definitely passed the 50 mark at least, so that's
Whoop,
pretty
whoop.
cool. I know Liana had like a goal of 100, but now
I
we have at least
do.
halfway there at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool and exciting, and I'm glad that like everyone really wants to support us and listen to us. So
Yeah, for real.
yeah.
Shout out to our friends. Thank you guys so much for supporting. To everyone I gave a link to, please click it. We love you guys for sure.
Let us know
And
what
if
you
you guys
thought.
don't know yet, we also have a YouTube channel as well. So if you guys want to not just hear our voices, but also see us, you can definitely go to our bio and go to our latest YouTube video. for our
Or you can just
latest-
search up We Just Want a Podcast on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yay! Exciting! Oh my gosh! And then now this is our second episode. That's so
Whew.
surreal.
We are not one-hit wonders, people. We will come out in episode 2 at the very least. So we out here.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to do this every week. So tune in to us. Haven't decided when exactly, but we will get it down soon. So check us out. Okay, well, let's get into our topics for today. So I don't know if everyone listening knows, but me, Donna, Liana, we all know each other from college. And specifically, we actually know each other from this business organization at San Jose State called Delta Sigma Pi. That's our business fraternity, co-ed. So there's guys and girls in it. But I think maybe people would want to know, like, how do we meet in the business organization and how it really impact our college careers, and then get into our big impacts and takeaways from it. So I'll start since I'm technically fraternally oldest. I joined as a freshman of college. So imagine that DSP was kind of like a big part of my college life. So I joined as a freshman, and I actually didn't really know what DSP was about, or that a co-ed business fraternity even existed. I always thought that it was just sororities, which is all girls, or fraternities, which is all guys. So knowing that there's a fraternity where both guys and girls can join is like really cool. So that's what got me into being interested. And then also because it's a business fraternity, being a freshman and not really knowing what my career path is or what I want to do in life, it really helped me joining DSP as a business organization to basically like figure out what I wanted to do. And at that time, I was another major, didn't really know what I wanted to do with that major, because it was a major that didn't that I didn't really know a lot about, and I just went into it because my parents told me about it. And then kind of like went into DSP as a freshman, then kind of been active and did a lot of activities in DSP, and then that's when I figured out what human resources is. And so I give a lot of credit to DSP for helping me find what I wanted to do in life and understanding what human resources was. Back in the day, it wasn't really known about of what HR was. And so just learning what HR was and how like it really fit with my personality, that's how like I discovered, or not discovered, but just like took the leap of faith into HR, and then now I'm in HR as my career, and I don't see myself doing anything else for a while. So it's really cool. Um, but yeah, that's kind of how I got into DSP. What about you guys?
So I guess I'll go next because I am next in line in terms of joining it. So I joined a little bit a few years after. I actually heard it from a couple of my college friends. They were just kind of talking about it, and I saw that they were, being in college and you're being in your own major too. You're kind of like separated with your own schedule, and I saw that a lot of them were kind of hanging out with each other. And the reason why is because most of them all joined DSP. So I kind of did it because my friends were in it, but also just seeing how much they grew from it, and I kind of want to experience that too. I like that fact that I joined after them actually, just because I got my own experience. Um, Being around those people and kind of surrounding myself with, business majors kind of helped me develop what I want to do in my career. Again, I'm with Carol. I'm a HR major, and actually Carol took a really good part of molding who I am to be an HR coordinator in a sense. But yeah, being surrounded by so many business minded people, I guess, kind of molded me to fast track my career. Everyone around you is doing a lot of things, and you yourself, you kind of want to either catch up or, be in the same game as them. And that definitely helped me kind of be steady with them too. Yeah, but no, shout out to my friends. They're called the Sparta Girls. So shout out to them for introducing DSP to me.
Oh, okay. So for me, I did share the same sentiment as you both, because was living at home when I went to college, and then I didn't, stay on campus. So it was a commuter school, and I just was looking for a connection outside of the classroom and not just going to class and then going home. So when I found out about Delta Sigma Pi and with their recruitment events, it was not just the social aspect of things, it was also to build out your resume or to help you with your presentational skills. So that was really beneficial for me. And then when I joined, I made so many friends whom I still talk to till this very day. And I'm pretty sure with every significant like life events, I'll be there. And I remember when we were still pledging for it, one of them actually helped me get into a leadership position. Sean, if you're listening to this, like you made me the SVP of our pledge class, and that was actually my first leadership position ever, and it pushed me outside of the comfort zone, and it really catapulted me to kind of take the lead in something.
And what is SVP, by the way,
uh,
in full term for those who don't know?
right, so it was senior vice president, but it, I was just a part of like a group of 16 really like awesome friends who was just trying to better themselves in college and figure ourselves out. So that was really special. And now like I think it's also not an understatement to talk about DSP's network too, because my mentor at the time, Fiona, actually helped me land a position in Facebook, and that opened the doors to the tech industry for me too. So I wouldn't be where I am today without all the connections that I've made in college. And look at us three now. I know that our conversations is always about growth, about personal life, and as well as our careers. So it's always like that marriage of both that I really appreciate, and it's all because of Delta Sigma Pi.
I actually remember meeting Liana. I recruited her, kind of.
Yes.
So I'll take pride in that too.
Donna, like you were so bubbly, and I just remember like you were like the light in the room. Like I was like, oh my god, if she's in there, it must be so much fun. And then when I saw Carol, I actually met you at the picnic that we had, and you had I forgot your dog's name, I think, but I was like, and we just kind of connected like that, and we were just talking the whole picnic and just having fun with the games. So it was so, I think it was the highlight of my college time. So experience.
Yeah, it's funny because like Donna came at my last semester of college. So I was like pretty much done with DSP at that point because I was already active for like 4 years at that point. And then like Donna came in because fun fact, everyone, Donna and Liana are in the same family line as me. So I'm like kind of like the head of the family line. And then it kind of trickled down with all the lines that we have. And so I remember meeting Donna at also picnic. It was at one of our brother's house. So it was cold, I remember. And I was still
Yeah.
blonde. I was like super blonde. And then with my blonde Asian hair. And then I remember meeting Donna, and then she was like very, outgoing and like very like flamboyant that way. And I was just like, this girl is crazy. But I
We're
I
all
love
met Carol.
crazy.
No, I met Carol the same way. She was loud and she was authoritative because she's one of the older ones. And I'm like, dang, this girl has it down.
Yeah, so it was pretty fun meeting Donna. And then Liana, I met you at picnic because that's when my last little bro, or little bro is like the person you pick up as like a um mentee sort of way. But like I was there to support her because Stephanie picked up Liana that day too. So I was like supporting her, and then I met Liana, and then I just thought she was so sweet, and she was like so happy she got Stephanie as a big bro, and I was
I
just
was
like,
crying. Steph
yeah.
got me socks that said my otter half, and it's otters, the otters. So yeah.
Yeah, and I was kind of like really proud because like Stephanie was the last one that I picked up, so it's like, oh, like now she has her little, and now she doesn't need me anymore. But it was pretty fun, and then because of the family line, like that's how we got to know each other better, because of the family dinners that we have. And the more people picked up little bros, the more we had more gatherings together, and eventually we got so big that we just had our own. So yeah, I can't
Yeah.
believe our line has grown so much since then.
Yeah. I mean,
Crazy.
sometimes I feel kind of like, whoa, like where did all these new people come from? But
Yeah.
like I said, I think Delta Sigma Pi just has a way of attracting the same like-minded people, which is just
Hmm.
to grow and help you improve yourself. Um, yeah, so it's
I
really
mean,
cool.
not even like career wise, like a lot of people in DSP are my travel buddies. Either it's in the
Mm-hmm.
States or out of the world, like around the world. I hit up DSP people all the time and they're like, hey, you guys want to go to Korea? You guys want to go to LA? You guys want to go to Denver? You guys want to go to New Orleans? Someone's always saying yeah. And
Yeah.
because I know how kind of they run their minds, I can trust them to travel with them. So that's kind of the coolest part, that even outside of college, they're going to be my travel buddies for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I know, like my roommates are DSP, my inner circle are mostly DSP. So like everywhere I go, or every group that I hang out with, like there's always someone who's in DSP with me because of college or other reasons. So it's pretty cool how we're like all connected in a way, just because we're part of this little business fraternity.
Yeah. And it suffice to say, I know like the Greek life, it can get kind of wild when you're in college, which is
A true
true, but
statement.
which is but like
Donna.
but I think that we're pretty wholesome. I think the social aspect is there for sure. But yeah, but we still like have study groups, and don't worry about that.
Yes, it was very positive experience for sure, for sure.
Yes.
I don't
I
think we
mean, even
partied
the
that much.
I mean, I experienced the hell out of my college career. Like DSP takes a lot of part of what I went through, so I can't blame anything. Love it. So, since the three of us are in the same line, we kind of see how similar we are and what have common interests, and it's kind of funny how. The three of us plus the other girls in our line, how our common interest is Miss Kehlani, and she actually just
Okay.
dropped a new album. So I kind of want to talk about that. Like, did you guys listen to the album?
My feels. Oh my god. Kehlani just fucking served it up, and I'm like, I wasn't ready. But yeah, you guys can start. I don't even know.
I mean, so the album is called "It Was Good Until It Wasn't." I feel like she's kind of the same, age as us. So each
Yeah.
of her albums is kind of like a growing part of it, and that's why it kind of speaks to me because I feel like I'm in the same path as her. Of course, she is a mama, and happy Mother's Day to her and to all the mamas and my mama too. But even then, like every stage of her life, I feel like I'm also going through it at the same time. So yeah, like Leon said, all the songs are in my feels right now because I have, an experience with each song that she put out there. I mean, even the title of the album was like, oh my God, yes, it was good until it
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
What does that tell you? Like when the whole album name. Like what do you think
So,
about when you think of it was good until it wasn't?
Like
I
all
mean,
my freaking past relationships.
no facts.
Oh
I'm
God.
just thinking about it now. Like, so there was a situation where, I kind of reconnected with a guy, and before, when I met him, he kind of was like the back of my mind. Like, I had no interest in him, but when I saw him again, we kind of like had this little spark. He would ask about me with my friends. He would do like all these little movements, and I thought it was so adorable. The butterflies in my stomach, were all there, and then all of a sudden, he kind of went away. So like, that experience, it was good until it wasn't, because we no longer talk to each other. So um that's why I kind of like the album. I'm like, oh my God, I understand, because what we had, our friendship, or the way we communicated with each other, it was good until we stopped communicating. So until it wasn't, because we stopped communicating.
Mm-hmm. It kind of, so for me personally, it just kind of reminded me how each relationship that I've had, it just kind of came with the seasons. Like, of course, the honeymoon stage, it was like you're floating on clouds and everything is well, and you think that like we're perfect for each other, and then it wasn't, when, like Donna said, like I think it's when the relationship gets really tested, and that's what she talks about in the album. So yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't even know. Like my favorite song in the album right now is "Everybody Business," because right when like the intro hit, she's like, "I ain't never been a half-ass lover," and I'm like, "That's your bitch." Like,
Even then, so did you guys see her like interview with the Breakfast Club, and they're asking about her relationship, and I was thinking, oh my God, everybody in her business right now. Like, she put out her whole feelings in this album, and then everyone's wanting to know what each song is about, and I'm like, bruh, why is everybody in her business right now? Like, she just poured out her feelings, and now you guys want to question the reason why. No, just listen and appreciate. But everybody business is a really good song.
Yes. Yeah.
Why you care? What's your favorite song?
I have two. I really like fucking makeup.
Ooh, yes,
That was a
yes.
really good beat. And honestly, like all the music videos that she's been releasing slash quarantine style, I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, no one is stopping her from like doing shit. Like
That was
Mm-hmm.
art.
great. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know how many music videos she posted that are in quarantine style or quote unquote, but
Yeah.
like they're really hot and like
Again,
So
they're really
sis
hot.
like
is creative.
artistic.
Sis is
I
creative.
know. Like it doesn't
Mhm.
even look like she's in quarantine style in the music videos. It looks just like her just hanging out and like it actually looks legit. And then my second favorite song is Serial Lover.
Ooh,
I
I was
like
gonna
that
say
one
that
too.
one.
Yeah, I like the beat of it and like the whole like just song in general. I didn't really get into the lyrics as much, but I really like the sound of the song.
Ooh, I have a question. Are you guys more of a lyrics person or a beats person when you listen to a song?
I am more beats, but if I really, really pay attention, then I can like really listen to the lyrics. But I'm more beats for sure.
I think, yeah, I think I'm also more beats. I listen to K-pop, and I don't listen to it, but I
I love
only listen to
K-pop.
it for the beats. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
listen to the beats first. That's why one of my favorite songs is Water. The fact that she gave an ode
Mm.
to water signs. Ooh, yeah, she said shine like a cancer. But I was like, that's me. That's me. But yeah, no, that the beat of
That's
that
more
song is
lyrics
pretty dope.
then.
Yes, but the beat of it caught my eye first, or caught my ear first,
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
your
when she said the
ears.
lyric, then I was like, oh yes, she's talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
god. What is
the other
her
one,
horoscope sign?
she's a water sign, hence why she put it out. Duh.
Which one? I know which one though.
I want to say, let me look it up. I'm pretty sure she's one of the early birds.
Yeah, I don't even know her birthday. Damn, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, well, for me, like, I think I'm more of a lyrics person, but
Mm.
like you, Donna, like, I would, of course, like, for me to keep listening to a song, it needs to be a really good beat. But I always, like, all my favorite songs always has some sentimental connection to it. Like, I always look for the lyric. So that years later, I'll be like, oh shit, like, this is what I was, like, kind of connecting it with, whatever I was going through at that time. This is the
Uh,
song. So,
Wow, I
I think.
take it back. She's not a water sign. She's born
oh,
in
she's not?
April. Oh my God. She's a Taurus. Oh my gosh. I knew it. I thought I was like, wait, what? No, yeah, she's a Taurus. I remember her birthday just passed. That's why. She's born on April 24th. But
Oh, that
still,
was really recent.
she gave me a shout out as a water sign, so I'll take it.
Maybe she's just talking about water in general and then threw in the water signs.
Yeah, that's exactly what it kind of was. But still, she said shout out to the cancers. That's me.
Yeah, definitely not. Me and Liana are both Leos. I think that's a fire sign, right?
Yeah, that's a
A
Leos?
Leo,
fire
yeah.
sign. I really don't
That
know
makes
much
sense.
about horoscopes, honestly. You guys need to like educate me.
We'll save it for a new episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a friend introduced me to an app called CoStar where
Oh, I
they
have CoStar.
yeah, so it's like about like it's more than just your horoscope, but it's just like not horoscope, but then it's like what is it rising or was it falling or something like that. I didn't understand it at first, and then she showed me the app and actually I still don't understand it. But yeah, we can get in more into it another day. But
Okay,
it's really
cool.
interesting like why you're another sign for like rising or something, and I don't know what that means, but like
I'm curious about it for sure. But yeah, I don't know much
yeah.
about horoscopes.
We'll learn together. um, any other impressions from Kehlani or the album in general that you want to talk
I
about?
mean, I know that like she's our age, right? Like she's pretty young, but she's very wise, I think. Yeah, so I think that whatever she puts out there, I think it's genuine, it's authentic, and it comes from the heart, and I hope that that never changes for her, and no matter what outside noise is happening, just keep doing you, girl, cuz I love you.
Yeah, I love
I
No,
love
like
you so much.
from her first album to now, she definitely matured with this album.
Yeah.
I think she said, I think she tweeted about her being so vulnerable when she kind of released this album because it was mostly her personal life, and it's kind of like similar to our podcast how we're just putting it out there. So in this podcast we were putting it out there, and so kind of like similar and stuff.
Fun fact. I remember buying tickets to a Kehlani show and tried to take Donna, but Donna was too busy for me, so I took Liana instead.
So thank you
And
very
that's
much,
how
Donna. I was second choice, but I had so much fun.
yeah, and I took her and we were like rocking out, and I was like, oh my gosh.
It
I
was
think
so
one of
fun.
the times I've seen Kehlani, I've seen her like 3 times, I think. One of the times I like cried when she came out, and then like my friends around me is like, why is she crying?
No, I think I saw Kehlani probably like 3 times too, or 4. If she was at Coachella with Cardi B, like she popped up as a guest for Cardi B, and I think I
Oh
screamed
yeah.
louder for Kehlani than I did for Cardi B. I was like, "Oh my
Oh.
God, is that Kehlani? The Bay, yeah!" Like I was going crazy.
Dude, we have some bomb like Bay Area artists though, like seriously.
I know.
So
She always seems to come to Oakland because that's where she's from. And that's where
Yeah,
I saw her for the first time too. At the Fox Theater right there.
those are the best shows when when she's repping in the hometown. That's when she has like the most fun, and you can see it too. How
yeah.
she like genuinely loves the band. I love that about her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so like, her album kind of makes you want to think about relationships or, past relationships, future relationships, even relationships with your relationships. Oh my God, what a tongue twister. What a twist itself. I mean, so how's relationships for you guys right now? Are you guys doing anything during this quarantine shelter in place?
Not really. Honestly, this is actually a really great reset period for me. I know last episode I said I was kind of struggling a little bit, which is true. 'Cause, it's true, like it gets kind of lonely at times where you're like, you know, when I was in a relationship, it was comforting to know that I had someone to reach out to. Not, I know I have you guys and I have friends, but it's just different when you have a significant other. I'm not even going to deny that. So, but at the same time, it's a really great reset period for me because I had time to kind of go back to my projects, and my projects are writing and painting and just creating stuff like this. And it kind of like it's a good self exploration right now, but it's a struggle too because sometimes I'm like, oh, I kind of miss talking to guys and not wanting to forget to how to flirt.
Mhm.
Because your girl don't want to be rusty after this. So I
It
would like
happens.
so I would kind of go on dating apps once in a while and just like say hi, like just to meet new people and how people are spending their time in quarantine. So it's fun, but I also feel bad because I would kind of drop off for days at a time because I get busy with work, and it it takes effort too to, if it's virtual only, like it's just different than if I was going on a date and be able to like connect real life. And
Mm-hmm.
I do miss like dressing up and looking cute and just having fun. Um, but it's definitely not a priority. So yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I'm not really dating anyone right now, but like, I've kind of just taken a step back and really just focusing on myself for now. I've actually picked up not hobbies, but I guess hobbies. Baking is definitely one that I started a little bit after my last relationship. So, and I love it now. Like, I would try to make something new every month just to like get to expand my baking skills, and I really enjoy that. And then also just like really um appreciating like the things that I do for myself. I really wanted to practice self-love even more, because in my past relationships I've kind of jumped from relationship to relationship
Mm-hmm.
like within a span of a few months, or I think the longest I've been single was for a year until now. Like, now I've been single for about a year and a half, and I'm loving it even more. Just trying to discover myself, and I don't know if the next relationship will be my last relationship. So I just really wanted to take that time to really do things for myself and kind of be a little bit selfish in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and even for me, like with dating apps, like understand the intent of it being there, but I think just for myself, I do value the old fashioned way of meeting someone, like being able to, have a good conversation somewhere in person, and then exchange numbers and then start texting and whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't had that experience yet in this year and a half, but I'm not really waiting, but it's just like, I feel like that's a more genuine way for me, and more it's kind of my way of getting to know someone. If I had a great conversation with you first, then I would be more inclined to text you. Whereas if I like swipe right on someone and then like we started talking, it's kind of like harder for me to get to know someone, or want to like get to know someone, I guess. Um, I am an excellent texter just because I don't really like seeing the red bubble or notification on the text message app. So I think if I had more interest in texting people, then I would be more inclined to text people back. But like, I don't know, it's just kind of how I feel about like the whole dating world, which is why I'm just like, if I'm not really meeting anyone, that's okay. I'm gonna just, do my own thing. And if something happens, then something happens.
Off topic, or kind of in topic too. When if you guys are using the dating apps, do you guys usually like message first to the guy?
No.
Well, I haven't been on any dating apps, so I wouldn't even have an answer. But if I were on a dating apps, no, I would not.
Interesting. But like,
Yeah.
okay, let's say
Why?
you
What about
met
you,
someone.
Donna? No,
Yeah, no,
no.
I'm saying I cannot be the first one. Even like in real life, I don't know how to give my number to a guy. Like, we'll have each other on social media, but I cannot ask for his number. And I think even then, I'm such a dry texter. Um, I they might not like me just by our texting because I cannot text for anything.
Yeah, I suck at texting too. I'd rather just like jump on a FaceTime if anything or call
Yeah,
me.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm old fashioned too. I think just like all two of you guys. Yeah.
I think both ways works for me. Like I'm a good texter and I'm also a good conversationer over FaceTime or whatnot. But
Mm-hmm.
I think for me to keep my interest in texting people, I would have to like do it the old fashioned way. Because if
Even
I'm
then,
not
like I
interested,
would.
I'll just like ignore you.
I mean, even then, like I can't even FaceTime like a guy because I get so distracted by everything around me. I can be on my phone, I can like look at other things, but talking face to face, all my energy, all my attention will be on him, and then that's why I can't date online just because I'm so distracted by other things. But once I meet you in person, I got you locked in.
Do we want to?
Locked
Okay,
in.
I have a question for both of you. So, post quarantine, and like maybe sometime, I know, Carol, you're not ready to mingle, but who's your dream guy? Let's just put it out there right now.
I don't really have a dream guy. I think the type I'm usually attracted to are like nerdy guys or like guys who are like into their video games or into like their I don't even know how to describe nerdy. Like I think just like geeky guys. I don't know.
Yeah, nerdy is
I
sexy.
don't know. I don't
Smart
mean like
guys are
nerdy like,
sexy.
pushing up the glasses kind of nerdy, but just like like guys who are like into like video games or whatnot. I don't know. Or even like Marvel, like because I'm a huge Marvel fan and I nerd out over Marvel too. And like if I know a guy that it nerds out on Marvel the same way I do, like I was like if I can have a conversation with you about Marvel and you like spit new Marvel facts to me, then I'll be like, oh, tell me more.
Mm, okay. So if that sounds like you out there, Carol Yen is your girl.
But I feel like a lot of guys like know Marvel or know like geeky stuff. So it's just like it's probably a little bit more than just knowing geeky stuff.
Okay. Donna, how about you?
I mean, I don't have a type, or I do have a type, but in a way, it's kind of like if the guy has like a little banter, he's a little bit
Mm,
has that little banter.
go
I
back
kind of
and
like that.
forth. Yeah.
Yes, the playful, but
Tease
super
each
sweet.
other. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep, like because I am a very flamboyant person, so if you can keep the same energy and have banter and flamboyant, yourself, then let's talk, because I'm into everything and anything. Like you like video games, I can play video games. You like sports, I love sports.
Ooh,
Like
she's, yep.
as
Yeah.
long as that conversation or that energy is clicking, then holla at your girl. I got you.
Mhm.
Why are
What
you
about
so
you,
excited for
Liana?
me?
What about you, Liana?
Oh
Do
my
you know
god.
your answer?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I like to think of myself as nerdy and fun too. Like, I'm a huge bookworm, but at the same time, I love to go dancing. I love to like go karaoke, but still I want to have like intelligent conversations as well. Um, and Family Guy would be great. And yeah, and I think just to kind of do life together. I'm not high maintenance. I don't have to like have you spoil me. It's nice, but I think I do appreciate my love language is quality time.
Oh
So
no, same here, same here.
yeah, so that's my number one. So just go hiking or something and have a picnic. Hit me up
Also, I think
after.
that any guy who's like a mama's boy, I like love because if they can treat their mama well, then they can treat you well. So I feel like guys who are like mama's boy, not like super mama's boy, but like shows their love for them and always wants to hang out with their mom or like the way they treat their mom is like a really good way of knowing how they would treat their girlfriend. So I like those guys too.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're any of these people, Their Instagrams are on our bio. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. If
Mm.
someone like DM me, I wouldn't really know if I would respond. I don't know. It goes back to the whole old fashioned thing. Like, I don't really want to start like a conversation or like the flirtationship with
Yeah, or
text. Like,
situationships. I don't ship that. Mm-mm.
yeah, exactly. So it's
I
like
mean, for
if we
me,
have a good conversation in person, then like
yeah.
that's what will like keep my interest.
I can catch all the hints, all the flirtation, but if you don't say anything, if you don't kind of communicate what we're gonna
Yeah.
be, then nothing. I'll be catching all the hints. But if you don't put a label on it, then not even like I'm like even cool with if you put a talking label for like 10 seconds, put a label on it and tell me what it is.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. I think. Okay, so I was part of this like long-term relationship, and so now when I'm kind of getting back out there, it's different, and I don't like people are saying dating is talking and talking is not the same as dating, like all these weird labels that's going around where people are just having commitment phobia, which is fine if that's not for you. And like I said, like I think all three of us are just old fashioned, because for me, when I get into someone, I get very loyal real quick. My bae Kehlani said, "Not a half-ass lover." So
Kehlani lyrics all
just
around, all
just
around.
Oh
God.
my gosh.
So yeah, like I said, it's just I just don't know. Like, if I like you, I'll make sure that you know. But if you don't, and that's totally fine if you want to do your own thing. But I will too. It's just a weird. To me, it's like I don't know what to do. Like, I know I'm in my 20s. I'm supposed to like not settle down so quick. But at the same time, like when I have fun, how do I not catch feelings?
Oh, the struggles of a 20s.
Yeah, I just think that like maybe it's just you guys are at two different times in your lives, or you just need to find someone that's like kind of like in the same part of their life the way you are, and then that way you guys can be like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just
Yeah.
like because there's some people that are just like looking for fun, and not saying you're not looking for fun, but like you're also the type that like can wants to get exclusive like soon, right? So like,
No,
or not
not
soon, but like
soon.
soon, but like you know what I mean? Like you're like kind of like a one person kind of person. You're not
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
dating just like like dating multiple people at the same time. Like for me, it's just like if I am interested in you, I'm only interested in you. I'm not gonna be interested in you and like other people at the same time. And
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not interested in you anymore because I'm dating someone else or talking to someone else, then like that's just how it is. So
Yeah.
um you just have to find someone that is in that part of their life that looks
That feel the
at
same way.
relationships the way, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
I don't know if you guys
okay.
want to go into like self love. I know, Carol, you touched on it, but this
Yeah.
can be on another episode. But yeah, I think I'm starting to get that point where it's really not bad being single. I like
Yeah.
it.
Hey, self-love, baby. That's all. It's all
Feels
that matters right now.
nice.
Can't do anything during this quarantine
Exactly.
season except
Yeah,
love yourself.
that's true.
Exactly. And if God wants to pull a boy into your life that like wants to be with you, then fine by me. But other than that, like you don't need to force it. So
Yeah.
well, that's all we wanted to talk about, except we need a useless trivia.
Oh gosh, I was not prepared for this.
Donna, you're in charge of useless trivia today. What is our useless trivia?
So
Or
since we're
fun
talking
fact? I won't
about,
call it useless trivia because it's pretty interesting sometimes. Fun
yeah.
fact. What's our fun fact of this episode?
Shoot. Okay. Again, I mean, since we're kind of in the topics of like dating and boys, did you guys know that your tongue all has kind of like different prints? So like, stop laughing at me. But like, everyone has a fingerprint,
Mhm.
and you can have kind of like a similar design to other people, but your tongue specifically does not, you know mimic anyone else. It's your own, whether they're related to you or not. Everyone has their own tongue design. And I was like, ooh.
Ooh.
Instead of thumbprints are out, tongue prints are in. I'm just kidding. Please do not spread germs. It is COVID. Social distance.
That's true.
But letting you know that tongue prints are all unique and different.
Wow.
So how do you
Trivia of the
know
week.
what your tongue
didn't
print
know.
is? Do you have to like lick something?
I think the
Oh, no.
bubbles in your tongue, is it the bubbles? I'm a business major, so I know nothing about, anatomy, but those little bumps on your tongue, I think they're all different in where it is and the placement of
Oh.
it. I think, I don't remember, but all I know is it's all different.
Because, like, you know how, like, if you have bad breath, people scrub your tongue so that doesn't
But
go
it's more
away?
the back
bumps?
of your throat, or not throat, but the back of your tongue is where the bad breath comes from. It's not really.
But even
that's
then,
how I
you are
would think.
brushing out, the different prints of your tongue, which are different from everyone else.
Wow. Nice one,
Interesting.
Donna.
Thank you. I'll try
Interesting.
better next time.
No, I loved it.
All right. Well, that goes for our second episode of We Just Wanna. Again, I am Carol.
I'm Liana.
And I'm Donna. Bye, podcast people.
See you
We'll
next
see
time.
you next time. Jinx.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay safe. Be healthy.
We out here.